Welcome to DowerChin.com. Alright, so today we're going to take a look at a keyboard. This is Logitech's Bluetooth Easy Switch keyboard for Mac, iPad, and iPhone. Now, this is basically, well, it's a small Bluetooth keyboard, and the big draw, as it says, it's an easy switch keyboard, which basically allows you to, with a touch of a button, be able to go from your Mac to your iPad. So I'm not necessarily looking to do this particular configuration. I'd be interested in doing it for I have a MacBook Pro, but then I also have a Surface 3, so I'd like to see if this thing can go to that kind of setup. So what it is, it's backlit, rechargeable battery, and of course Bluetooth. So let's take a look at what you get inside the box. I just picked this up, so I'm opening this up for the first time. See what you get. All right, there it is. That's a relatively small keyboard. I was looking really for a small keyboard because, well, I've been having some interesting difficulties typing for some strange reason. Maybe it's just my lack of skill, but I've always liked the Logitech keyboards, especially this looks pretty much like the same type of keyboard that I use for my Note Pro, which I really like. And so we'll take a look and see what this is like. So pretty thin, as you can see. Move this out of the way. Oh, actually, what else do you get in the box? Let's look real quick. All right, we have the micro USB charging cable, as well as instruction manual. And because it's Bluetooth, there's no need for a dongle, so we don't have to worry about that. So we can look real quick. So it's relatively thin, low-profile keys. The keys have slight indentations in them, so that they kind of hug the fingers, which is kind of nice. Above this little black area here, we have function keys. So the escape function keys, all the way up to F12 with the typical eject button on the side here. The cursor keys are a little offset this way with the up and down close together. Very reminiscent of a lot of the Logitech keyboards they use for tablets. So it has that same type of look. On-off switch on the side over here. And let's see, what's it telling us? Oh, okay, basically it's telling you that basically under here is the connect button right here, and there's the on-off switch for it. So then there in the back is the micro USB charging port, and nothing on this side. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will sync it up, and we'll take a look at how this thing works. Stay tuned. Okay, so now that I've had a chance to play with it a little bit, I'm going to basically walk through syncing it up with three devices here. So obviously the one question is it only for Macs and iPads? And that's not necessarily true. It will actually work with my Surface Pro 3. So first things first, once again, we'll go over quickly why this is, I guess, geared as a iPad and OS 10 based laptop keyboard. And that's because of, once again, the special function keys that are up on top here, as well as in particular the basically the eject button that's familiar with laptop keyboards on the Mac side, as well as this, say for example, the Apple's own Bluetooth keyboard, or same deal. Basically, you have the eject in the corner there, as well as the similar media keys, as well as one thing in particular compared to the PC versions is you have the FN key at the very end, with followed by the control key. So that's a bit of a distinction between the 810 and the basically the PC version or PC keyboard versus the Macintosh OS 10 keyboard. All right, so we will go ahead and sync this guy up. So we will turn it back on, and basically we're going to go, and I'll move out of the way. I'll bring my good old MacBook Air up close, and we will go to the let's see, my Bluetooth setup right here. Open the Bluetooth preferences up in the corner, and so we'll hit the connect button on the back here, which will make it all blinks, and we'll set up new device. Turn it on first, and finds the keyboard. You see up there, I don't know if you see that as well, but it finds the keyboard. Hit continue, and it says it's connecting to the Logitech K811, and tap in the numbers 35541. Return, and congratulations, we're in. So now once to identify the keyboard, and we'll continue here and hit the Z key and then the slash key, and we're done. So there. So now this is basically synced up. All right. So to basically prove that it works, it says connected over here, and we'll just load up. Let's see. Load up anything that can type. Well, let's see. How about good old Microsoft Word? Oh, let's see. Did I activate this version? Let's just go with this. All right, there we go. I haven't used this guy in a while, so my apologies. So let's see. So I'll put this on top here. And as you can see from this angle, you see how it's very similar to the keyboard on my MacBook Air. So let's actually use this guy. Oh, well, what's going on here? Let's continue this. All right, and I'll just N, brand new document. So caps lock is on. And it's awfully small, but I think you get the picture. So as I type over here, oops, all right, there you go. So now it's synced up with that one device. So I'll move this over, and we'll go with the iPad. So my iPad, just the old iPad, which I need to unlock. All right, and so we're going to do this here as well. So we're going to go to the settings here, and we will go to Bluetooth. Oh, wrong one, Bluetooth. And we'll hit the button to sync up. And we'll hit the second one, so we'll do that one. And so wait for it to come up. K11 right there, connected, and it's connected. Didn't have to type anything. All right, so now we'll see with this guy here now. The function keys are already available, and I can start using it. So let's see what we can do. Well, the volume controls is right here. The volume controls over here. This key at the very end, it brings up the touch keyboard if it's applicable. And let's see, brightness settings, the home button, and well, we'll just go ahead and use it in something that we can type with. How about good old Word on the iPad side? So using a new document, and we will, basically we will up the font size a little bit so we can see a bit more. Oops. Yep. So there. So now it's synced up. So that's our second one. So now we'll go ahead and go to my Surface, and we'll sync this guy up as well. So here we go. So from here, I will go to the devices, and we'll go to Bluetooth. And now we'll click the button again over here, hit the third one, and we'll look for it in this listing here somewhere. And there's the Logitech K811 right there. Oh, actually, you know what? I had this on here before. My apologies. So I will remove this device, and we'll just sync it up again. So there, now it says ready to pair. Click on this guy, hit it, and type in the magic number. And we're in. So now see that it's basically starting to install. So now, right now, once it's there, yep, there we go. So now you notice that the command button here acts as the home button. The the one thing I will say that's a bit annoying, depending on, well, annoying depends on how you feel like you use this thing. Um, if you're used to having the delete key, this is not the delete key. So there is so you have to do an FN delete in order to do a delete instead of a backspace. So let's go and do some typing here. So once again, oh, hello, what's going on here? Oh, I am in the wrong space. There we go. Go here. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. So, like I said before, unlike most Windows-based keyboards, yeah, the delete on this keyboard is essentially the backspace key. If you want to do a delete, there really isn't one. Normally, on a typical keyboard on a Windows side, the delete key's up on top in the very corner. So, like say for example, here's the type keyboard. You notice that up here is the del key, and this is actually backspace. So, in essence, this keyboard, delete is here, and this is supposed to be del, but it is not. In order to do a delete, you have the FN and the delete key, and you can see it does that. So a little something to think about. Also, there's not really no way to set these keys to be functions first, like F1 through F12, or it actually performs the top function. In order to get the function key, like if you want to do an Alt F4, for example, to quit, you kind of have to hold the FN, the Alt, and then the F4 to make that happen. So that's something to consider on the Windows side. But other than that, it actually is a fully functional keyboard on the Windows side. Same deal on the Android side as well. Now it's complaining to me right now. It's got a little red light, if you can see. That means my battery is low. But one thing you want to see is, can it switch quickly? Because that's one thing that touts, is that you can switch it quickly between devices. And this thing keeps locking on me. All right, so obviously I'm still typing on this machine. I'll hit F2, and now I'm on this machine. F3, I'm back on this machine. So that's nice and quick. So it's really kind of cool that you can do that so quickly. Now let's see. I'll put my MacBook over here. So I'll hit F1, and let's see. It should pick up. There it is. So you can see I'm typing here. Let's see. I'm now on 1, and then I hit F2 here, like so. I am now back on this guy, and hit F3, and I am back over here. So you can see that I am now typing on that machine. So it's kind of cool. It's very nice that this one device can, basically this one keyboard can cross between multiple devices. It's actually very handy. It's actually one of the, I don't think there's anything else like it on the market right now to let you be able to do that. So it's kind of handy. And then of course, having it backlit is also a real nice bonus too. So if I turn all the lights off here, you can see that as soon as I get the backlighting on, let's see, he's not doing it for me for some strange reason. All right. Well, I know it is backlit normally, so I'm not sure why it's being that way. I might have to hit something to turn it off. Well, hang on, let me that's interesting. I don't know why the backlight's not going. I'm not sure because the battery's low or not. But let me well, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, sorry about that. So here, now the backlighting is working. I think it was just maybe a little on batteries, and so it didn't like that. So as you can see, the backlighting is a couple different levels of backlighting, and it's pretty nice. So we'll be able to have the option for backlighting to work in the dark with any of these devices. So there you have it. And once again, like with this one here, you have different functions. I have the functions there for like the brightness for my MacBook, and the volume controls as well. All right, and be able to switch quickly with these keys, switch between the various devices I hook up to. So it's pretty nice, pretty simple, great to work. Keyboard retails for about, Logitech likes to say $100, but it can be found for anywhere between about $70 to $100. So something to think about. It's a nice, very nice keyboard, and like I said, if you're used to shallower keyboards, or if you like working on keyboards that have a very similar feel to like the MacBook Pro line of laptops, this is definitely something to think about. And once again, the big benefit, obviously, across multiple devices. It does work on Android too, by the way. I did try it. I just ran out of devices, ran out of device slots. So there you have it. A look at the Logitech K811 Bluetooth keyboard for, well, it's for multiple devices. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching.